everyone. I want to do a quick flip through on my Louis Vuitton GM sized black epi agenda. This is the overall stack that I am utilizing this year, and that I've probably been using for the most part for the last 6 months as well. I have a PM agenda. I don't use that as a wallet. I do have a separate wallet that I use, but I do use this in a lot of my small handbags and crossbody purses. So it comes in really handy. I like to write a lot of things down, um, as opposed to always putting things in my phone. So I do enjoy carrying this and using this for my day-to-day use. This right here is what was used as or sold as a Louis Vuitton photo book, photo album. It basically had plastic sleeves that you would put your photos in, and I removed the plastic sleeves and I put in a little journal notebook. And so I use this to journal in every day, and I've been really enjoying using this, repurposed as a journal. So basically what the focus is going to be on today and what I'm going to do the quick flip through on is my black GM agenda. I really do like it. I pretty much write in it every day. I use it primarily at home. I don't really carry it around with me too often because it's so large and it's pretty heavy. There's a lot in it and it tends to get pretty heavy. So let me go ahead and get started. So this is pretty much how I have it decorated. I love the dashboard cover that I'm using. Something I found online and I printed it out. I thought it was really pretty. I just added 2020 to it and stuck it in. So it came out really nice. This side over here, it has two side slip pockets, and then a small slip pocket in the bottom. I don't really keep anything in here other than decorations. I do have stickers over here. These stickers I believe I purchased about 2 years ago from Target, and I use some of them. They're so pretty, so I don't often like to use all of my stickers up. I'm sure a lot of you understand when you have pretty stickers, you like to use them, but you don't want to use all of them up. So let me go ahead and get started with how I have my agenda set up. If I can kind of fold this flap down out the way. And the pen that I'm using is a friction pen. I really enjoy using this pen because my handwriting isn't the best, so oftentimes I do have to erase it, and this top here just screws off, and there's a little eraser to erase the ink. So this is the pen that I use with this agenda. So let's start here. The first part is going to be my page with my information, and here I have it kind of covered up, but basically it has my name and email address and phone number. Although I do pretty much keep this agenda at home, it's something good to have in case for whatever reason something happens and you're out and about and you leave it somewhere. Hopefully someone would be nice enough to return it back to you. So let's see here. The next part in this agenda is my contact section, and basically this is where I put in my contacts. Anyone that I want to have a number handy, outside of it being in my phone, I have all of that listed here. So this first section of my agenda is the notes section. These are just some little cards that are in here. I like them because they're pretty. Don't too much write on them, but there's something, that I can put in if I need to. And these are just my note sheets, and, basically self-explanatory. You just jot down anything you need anything you need to remember, you want to keep handy, and that's what this section is for. My next section is my goals section. This particular section, I have printed off some what's called 50 best practices for living a well-designed life. Something good to kind of keep handy and look over, and kind of, remind yourself, some good practices to do and keep in mind. And I like to have that in this section of my agenda. The next little part here I have is positive thoughts and affirmations, and basically just printed off, list that was listed online of positive thoughts and affirmations, and I stuck it in here. This section here is core elements worksheet, and basically this little worksheet was basically put online by daydesigner.com, and it basically says you put in your top five values, your top five passions, and your top five strengths, and that pretty much adds up to what makes you you. And it's just something kind of good to kind of put in, just to even know yourself, like what your values and passions and strengths are. From there, we get to the main part of the goal section, and that is the actual monthly goal tracker. And this is where you put in goals for each month that you want to complete, and you write your goal in there, what you want your reward to be. You can put in a motivational quote, and then you can mark each day that you complete that goal for the month. The next section I have is ideas. And this is just a little printout I had in one of my, older A5 agendas, and I can't remember what this came in. I'm not sure. It's been so long ago. But anyway, I liked the picture, so I kept the little picture and put it in here. And these are my ideal sheets that I use to put in different ideals and make notes for the ideals that I may be working on. And I also have sheets, and they're called the project planner, and those are different sheets that you can or basically I complete for if there's specific projects that I want to do. It could be mainly around the house, or any other personal projects that I may have, and I can complete this little worksheet and have that handy. The next section of the agenda is the to-do section, and here I do have little sticky notes in case I want to just jot something down quickly. This basically just says let's do this and now, and these are the sheets, the to-do sheets, and you just, make your list of to-dos that you need to complete. My next section is my work section. Here I have sheets for meeting notes, and, that's what I utilize if, I have to do any kind of conference call, or, any kind of little meetings and that I need to jot down notes for. This is a handy little section in my agenda. And the next section is planning. So here I pretty much have a whole year on a page for 2020. This here is the Miracle Morning Challenge, and it's just something that I printed out, and this is a part of the book, and there's also a website about the Miracle Morning Challenge, and it's really good. If it's something, you can definitely look it up, but basically it's saying in the morning, if you wake up maybe an hour or two before you need to, you take that time for a moment of silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. And then it kind of goes into a little bit more detail about those things. And this is basically the same thing, but I like the way this looked as well, so I just printed it out. Here is my year at a glance, and this is to put in important dates. This is just something that you have handy, that you can just turn right into to see, okay, what's coming up this month, whose birthday or anniversary, something important that you need to remember. And from there, I have my plan. So this is basically sheets that I have for, my daily plan, anything that I need to do. On that particular day, I just put in a date, I circle what day it is, and then I'll put in my schedule, any kind of to-dos, what I plan to have for meals, my water intake, notes, and miscellaneous. So I really like these sheets a lot. They're very helpful. The next section is my actual calendar section. And these I purchased from Webster's Pages. And I like their calendars. They used to be really pretty in the past, where the gold was done throughout the actual calendar and not just on the first little page. But I don't know, they've kind of changed things. I don't know if I'll get them next year. We'll see. But I do like the setup overall for their calendar. And basically it's a month on 2 pages. So I like how the setup is, and I do use the Sunday to Saturday start of the week. So the next part, I just kind of have like this little area here, and I have it, don't call it a dream, call it a plan. And basically this was something that I found online. It was kind of like a manifestation type of, I guess, notebook or something. And it was a free printable, so I printed it out and I cut it down. And I have it kind of smaller than everything else. Kind of messed up in cutting, so I just made it a little bit smaller, but it's fine. I like it. And it's something that's very helpful. This section here is just some added in things. I have a survival preparedness list. This is something I can pretty much just take out and look over and then stick it right back in. This little area is 86 lists for planning, and it's basically just planning prompts, and it's the same thing. I can pull this little section out, look at it, and stick it back in. And then this is my back cover, and this is just over here little scratch sheets of paper, and just some cute little design cards that I have over here to kind of make the back pretty as well. And that is my agenda for 2020. I hope everyone likes it. Please leave some comments below, if there's something that you thought that would be more helpful in my agenda, or how you're utilizing your agenda. And then also, what you thought of mine overall. So thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care. Bye-bye.